just think that he's aggressive. This race.
Hello. JoeHart here. How are you? I'm just going to cover the duels, kind of. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to probably share the live stuff. Not the live stuff. I'll probably need. Anyway, hello to everybody. I'll put my hat on. My hair looks atrocious, as it always does. Hello, my name's JoeHart. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I'm going to live stream on StreamYards tonight. I'm going to do my 6 streams, as I always do, or usually do. So I wanted to say hello to the 6 streams. I know not all of y'all can comment, and we don't get as much traffic from your all's locations as my locations. But anyway, hello and thank you to Facebook profile and Facebook page and LinkedIn profile and YouTube with no descriptor, just YouTube, and Twitch, no descriptor, and Twitter. And as y'all know, Twitter is my largest, that's my biggest audience currently, but they can't comment. So I might try to figure out how to go live over in their stuff just in case people show up and want to make comments and stuff. So, Judy V, hey Judy V, how are you? Long time no see. JoeHart here. I'm not streaming really as much as I used to, but how you been, Judy V? I went out to, you probably know, I went out to Idaho and I was out there for a few weeks, and came in for a minute. Yeah, that's fine. I know people are busy and they got a lot of stuff to do. So I fully expect people to come and go. Absolutely. But it's good to see you. I'm glad everything's fine and stuff. I might do some streaming about NASCAR, which I'm doing tonight for yeah. I can usually, I got a black belt in typos. I can usually read typos. Anyway, I might try motorsports. I'm not really sure about that yet. I think I'm going to shy away from crime sleuthing, at least for now. Idaho is really the only one I've gotten really involved with. I've gotten involved with some others, but they don't interest me, and I don't think I'm cut out to be crime sleuthing. I don't think I'm too hypersensitive. I'm too sensitive to handle all the stuff that goes on with crime sleuthing. But anyway, so tonight for the NASCAR, did I get through all 6 streams? Yes, I did. So I said hello to everybody, and it said 0, but usually when it says 0, I'll have people talk to me. So Judy, that's fine. If you got to go, that's cool. Please, come and go as you wish. And I hope all is well with you and Vermont and all that stuff. So anyway, there's 2 duels tonight. They're called, everything is about sponsorship. Hanging in there. Well, that's good to hear, Judy. We always wanted to be doing that. I had a rough time. Yes, you. Storm tomorrow. Are we getting a storm tomorrow? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was watching weather for, Oklahoma and Kentucky. And I'm like, holy moly. And I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky. And so it was pretty wild. And I have, I come, I'm the youngest of 9. We're a huge Irish Catholic family. So I have people everywhere around the country. But I have people in Arkansas who just recently moved there. And they had really bad storms last night. So I'm like, oh, golly, I hope they're all right. But I guess Louisville was later or earlier now today. It was, I think it was going to be about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So about 3 hours ago, I think Louisville got some stuff. But anyway, yeah, it could be happening right in front of me, and I go, oh yeah, I guess I need to open my eyes and stuff. So I'm just cutting up the strips here. So there's 2 duels tonight. That sets the I used to know all the format and stuff, but I don't really know it too much anymore. But that's what sets the starting grid. You know, of course, as you can tell, I follow Formula One because I say grid instead of lineup. I say both. I don't know. I'm not sold on only saying grid, but I do like grid. So, in the first duel, there's 21 people, and in the second duel, there's 21 people. So that's 42. Okay, yeah, so there's still 2 people that won't make it. There's 42 people in the entry list, and 40 make it. So 2 people go home before Sunday. It'll probably be after tonight, but I'm not sure. I have to get up to speed on the format and stuff. So, oh, shit, fire. Why does that do that? I don't get that. That's what my brother told me. It's supposed to be nasty. Ooh-wee. Yeah, I think I did see that. You know, but yeah. There's always stuff. Okay, I'm gonna let me get a couple things. Let's see here. What do we got here? Hey, I'm live. I like Top Fuel. Do you? Oh, cool. They just, I don't know if you're watching the stuff tonight, but they just interviewed 2 NHRA drivers. I know a little bit about NHRA. I'm OCD, so I got involved with SIFA. How you doing? Sorry, I just sent you a bunch of. How you doing, man? I know people are busy and stuff, so I just wanted to get it out. So my big 3, I got them. I got your text. Cool. Yeah, I sent. I guess I'll have to figure out which one of those I want to send things to. But I did your text and your tweet. So yeah, cool. Thanks. So yeah, there's the I don't know when this thing starts. I mean, it doesn't have a, yeah, I guess I should look for green flag. Mine? Your text? What, your what? You don't come around. Not much, but yeah, I have trouble. I don't know what you're referring to, but yeah, I'm not the most organized person. So if someone ever gives me their phone number or email or whatever the third thing would be, chances are I never get it to the final destination. So I have to ask for it again and again. And I'm not really good at that kind of follow-up stuff. So, okay. So let me go to Twitter. Let me look up Bob Pockris if he has a green flag. Bob Pockris. I'll probably just show the, no love. I mean, Joe's text. Oh, okay. Yours. Okay. In person. Yeah, I guess Judy probably meant that. Okay, so let's see here. Boy, we got to go back far. 7:21. So green flag is 7:21. So we've got 11 minutes. Let me jot that down. 7:21 p.m. green flag. First duel. First duel of 2. Green flag is 7:21. And those are, pretty accurate, but they're always later, but they try to be. So that when I write one sentence, it goes to 3 of them. So it went to YouTube and Twitch and Facebook page. So they all 3 got that. But anyway, so let me get to the 4 people. Sifa, Judy, and 2 more. That's probably B. B, you showing up? No, welcome to all. I call them listeners. I know some people call them lurkers, but welcome to everybody. And oftentimes when I see 0 there, my number's there, but I think for you all, the number is over there. But when I see 0, people still talk to me. So I guess those numbers are not correct. I don't know why. It seems like it would be an easy algorithm, or it seems like it would be an easy counter to do. I don't know why they can't do it, but I don't think they do it correctly. So let's see here. So let me go. I'm going to go off screen. So let me go to NASCAR and I'll refresh that just to see. So I'm going to see. Race results, race recap. View, race center, current leaderboard. Okay, let me try that. That says entry list. Nope, I don't want an entry list. Lineup. There we go. Alex Bowman. William Byron. So, okay, I'm coming back. So I'm back to Liza. Good night, beautiful people. Black Heart. Black Heart. So yeah, green flag is 7:21, which is in 8 minutes. JoeHart. Yo, Liza. Did you get all my? I only sent you a DM. I thought I was gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna just try to catch up on this. So Judy says, "Hi, Joe. Came in for a minute for hanging in there. We have a storm tomorrow, or Vermont should have some snow or something. That's what my brother told me. It's supposed to be nasty. I like Top Fuel. Yeah, and they interviewed 2 people, so that was really cool. Sifa, Tony Stewart's. It could have been Tony Stewart's team. I'm not sure if it was, but it could have been. Sifa says, "Hey," and I got your text, my text, not mine. No, okay, so in person. No love, I mean Joe's text. So that's very nice. So JoeHart in YouTube says first duel of 2, green flag is 7:21 Eastern time. And then for Twitch, first duel, blah, blah, blah. And then for Facebook page. And then, of course, all my Nightbots are saying stuff. And then Liza says, good night, beautiful people. Good night. That sounds like ciao, but that's not ciao in both directions. That's ciao when you're leaving. Ciao, good night. I mean, you could say good night. I mean, you did. You did say good night. So you can say that when you're showing up. But it's not like ciao. It's not ciao in both directions. So Liza, Sifa, thank you. And Sifa, you're welcome. And Liza, JoeHart PwD's. So okay, let me see here. I'm going to do present, and if we want to have a panel, Eliza can come up, and if B ever shows up, I mean, I'm sure people can show up anytime they want to. So let's see. Let me share that. Let me see what it says. So let me see. Full page. So this is probably what I'll show. Let me, oops, sorry. Gosh darn it, motherfucker. Okay. So this is kind of screwed up. I wish this would show more, but this is the current lineup, and this is with them not moving. This is at 7:16 p.m. and green flags in about 5 minutes. So what I like to show, and I'm going to go to the page, on the screen, it shows there, and there's 42 cars total. There's 42 cars trying to get into 40 positions. So 2 cars are sent home, I think, at the end of these 2 duels, but they might have something after tonight. But I don't think so. I think the 2 slowest at the end of tonight go home. So there's 21 in each thing. So you see the top 5, but here, oh, golly. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's 40. What the fuck is that? Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, William Byron. They've mixed them up here. It was correct just minutes ago. Yep, it's still messed up. Anyway, I'll try to figure that out. What's that? Hi, all. Wi-Fi. I'm not at Arby's. Someone's playing me a trick. Can someone say hello? Headed out. I should be back. All right, Judy, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. But yeah, thanks for coming by, Judy. So, okay. So I hope that will be able to happen. But anyway, I don't believe I'm the typical NASCAR or motorsports fan. Quite a few fans like motorsports, especially because of the wrecks. I think numbers usually always go up when there's a wreck. Now, I don't turn away. I mean, I experience the wreck, and I might even pause it and rewind it and watch it several times to figure out who's at fault and who made the mistake and all that stuff. But I'm assuming my assumption for everybody watching my stream is that no one knows anything about motorsports. And I'm sure, like Riddler was here a couple nights ago and he knew a lot, but he knows old stuff. I'm not really into the old timer stuff, but he knows a lot of stuff. And Liza used to follow it. And anyway, I'm going to assume people know nothing. So I don't mean to condescend or talk down to y'all, or it's just, I think it's better that I start there and then go up instead of start like, don't you stupid, don't y'all know this stuff? That, and I hate that word. But anyway, so we've got 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's see here. And they're going around.
That is so important. This fuel window and how they split this 60-lap race up. That is where all the magic is happening.
So let me go back to that page.
We expect the manufacturers to fit in groups.
Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson. Why the F is it fucked up? Green flag. There we go. It's not working. So yeah, okay. So anyway, there's View Race Center. I'm going to go there again.
So Alex Bowman there going into turn 3, got a push from Ryan Blaney, and Alex said, I don't think I want anything to do with that. He just kind of moved up and gave the inside away. It's all yours.
Ryan Blaney and Ross Chastain right back. Here comes Alex Bowman on the outside. Big shove. Blaney from 4th and Bubba Wallace from 6th.
So I don't see the... This is often messed up and not really good. It shows 40 cars, but there's really 42 cars. And it shows both races together. They're supposed to be separated.
Yeah, you see, Alex, he's just being smart. It's literally risk versus reward. You're going to hear us talk about this multiple times tonight. But he just literally has nothing to gain by doing that. We'll get into the draft here. He'll figure out what the balance of his car is, but he does not want to get him in a position where he has to go to a backup car and loses that whole starting spot.
Chastain on the outside with rookie Ty Gibbs. And
God damn it.
Against Blaney and Bubba Wallace. William Byron on the bottom.
Stage 4 of 0.
Right there, those two cars back there, Dean Smith and Chandler Smith, door to door for that open position. One of them guys makes it into the Daytona 500, and the other one goes home.
Okay, so we're really late in the game. Hey, y'all. Liza, Sifa, y'all still there? So present. I'm going to present this.
It's a great point, and that's what these guys will be paying attention to. I mean, the spotters will be screaming if that lead driver gets too far out. The hard part is you get out too far and then try to make an adjustment, the whole field will go by you. So you have to
Okay, so I can't read that, but maybe y'all can read that. So, okay, this is the first duel. We are at, as you can see up here, it says laps total 3 of 60. So pretty soon it'll hit 4, and it shows Ryan Blaney first, Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, William Byron, Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano. The guy in front is no longer in front. What happened to him? And what I like to look at is these time behind. See this first column there? It says time behind leader and then 0.033. Usually all the cars are very close to each other, so they don't have time to react. So there's it's called the big one. These usually have big ones. The Daytona 500 does. These duels don't necessarily, but they'll have a little medium one probably. But anyway, okay, so So 21 there is 2 something seconds. So it's 2 seconds behind, which is really far behind for Daytona. We're late. We're on lap 4 or whatever. 20 there. Let me go back so I can read it. 20 is 0.992, so just under a second. So the first 20 cars are within 1 second of each other. The first 14 cars are within a half a second of each other. So they can't react. If something happens, the first 7 are within 1/4 of a second away from each other. So that's why there's the big one. If something happens, they're all humans. Someone's going to make a mistake. So I love Ryan Blaney. And this is super early. And this is just to set the everything but the front row. The front row is already set. It's Alex Bowman and Kyle Larson. They're both from Hendrick. Hendrick normally does really well here, at least for qualifying. and then they don't usually win the race, but they usually always win qualifying for some reason. I'm not a big fan of some. I love Kyle Larson. I don't like the two punks, and I just don't like anyway. I'm pretty opinionated. Sorry. So I'll keep it on here. So the 21st car is 3.9 seconds. They're no longer in the draft, so they're going to keep dropping. 20th is 0.947. And then 0.8, 0.7, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. That was a big change. So let's see where 0.5 is. The top 11 are within a half a second. The top 5 are within a fourth of a second. So it's still very, very close. So it's got Ryan Blaney in first, Bubba Wallace second, Ross Chastain third, William Byron, Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano. Quick change. There's huge quick changes for all this stuff. I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. No problem. I say that a lot. I need to stop saying that. I think my dedicate, you can't see me. I'm pointing to the, let's see here. Sorry, I was thinking you could see me back here. Hi. So, yeah, I mean, I think ever since I got back from Idaho, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this stuff? And so that's probably why I'm a little, anyway, whatever. Liza, did you check out Discord? B loved it. Sifa seemed to like it. It was pretty cool. I don't like Discord at all, but I think I'm going to have to use it somehow, especially if I stay here in StreamYards. I think it's... Anyway, my model these days, I think I've talked about a couple people that have inspired me to stream, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this one person as my model, but I'm probably steering away from one of the original people that really inspired me to stream. And okay, but my model currently is Agenda Free TV. I really like Steve. He's Steve Lookner. He's really good. He's quirky. He's idiosyncratic. I'm quirky. I'm idiosyncratic, so I like him. And as I always say, I've been on YouTube a long time. I think it says 2014. Logano is moving up. Woohoo. Are you watching it, by the way? If y'all can watch it, yeah, watch it on FS1, because then you'll be way ahead of what I'm trying to talk about. Let me look. So Blue Green Vacation Duels FS1 from 7 p.m. on. So Logano's moving up. You like Logano? Logano's cute. I like him. He won last year. So I can't read those. Can y'all read those things? You're watching it, right, Liza? Can you two? Okay, let me take my picture off. Can you all read? Logano is moving up. So when I hide that, can you all read the top 6? I can kind of, but this is because I know their name. I can't really read it. Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Joey Logano, 4th. Go, Joey. Harrison Burton, he's a no-namer. That'd be cool to see him up there. I can't read 6. Ty Gibbs, I can't read it. Cyrus, someone? Can't read 6. Chris Buescher, I like him too. So yeah, let's go back to the bottom if you don't mind. So, okay, as you can see from the top, that's lap 11 of 60. And the TV's back on, so I'll put the... So 11 laps of 60. Maybe I'll wait until it hits. Oh, it hit 13. So it skipped 12. It usually does every lap, but sometimes it gets behind. So that's after 13 laps, or that's during the 13th lap. It's done 12. It's on the 13th. So as you can see, Alex Bowman, who was the leader, who is the pole, he's going to be leading he's number one no matter what. So it doesn't matter what he's doing tonight. He's already number one. He can wreck. So that's why he's out of everybody's way. Agenda Free TV, something's going on. 731, Agenda Free TV. Yeah, his Discord just announced something. I can't read Discord. I don't really understand what the message is when it's saying something. But there's too many hashtags and I don't get it. So anyway, okay, so Alex, as you can see, is 17.9 seconds behind. 19 and 20 is more than 2 seconds behind. Now they're not. 20th is now 1.6, and then 1.5, 1.5, 1.3, 1.2, 1.2, 1.1. That's some cool stuff if you like the big one. So top 10 are within a second. Top 6 are within a half a second. Top 3 are within a fourth of a second. So that's that. You can read it. Man, you're a rock star. Cool beans, baby. Sorry, I'm screaming. I guess y'all can hear me too. Hey, is it okay to whisper? Can you hear us whisper? Can you hear that whisper? Now, do you have access? I mean, I don't need you to turn on the race, but it would be cool because then you'll probably know more than me. But because I can't show it and I probably can't listen to it too well. So, that first thing says stage 4 of 0, I think. So I don't think there's any stages. It's all one stage, I think, for 60 laps, I do believe. Let me go see what that says. Stage 4 of 0. I've never really seen that, but they probably just mean it's the last stage. Stage 4 of 0. A stage is when after they ride, like if a stage is 30 laps, after 30 laps, they, call a yellow flag and a red flag and they stop and everybody gets tires and gas and stuff, so they pause the race at a stage after each stage. But this is all one, it's all one, which is the way NASCAR used to be. But about 6, 7, 8 years ago, it started adding stages and everybody hated them and then everybody loved them. And I think stages are pretty cool. So this is all 16 laps. It's all one big race of 60 laps. So, can I guess I can't miss a line. I'm going to go off stage here. Off. Oh, I'm already off here. Wait. Let me go. Let's see here. So.
Lap 17, Ryan Blaney still out front as we take you on side by side.
So I just muted that. Are y'all muted over here? I assume you can still hear me. Can you still hear me? So I don't know if I can adjust this screen. Wow, why is that all screwed up?
she saw him. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a little number you'll never forget.
Okay, so let's see here. Remove. Stop. So I always wonder if the last year winner will be able to hold its place. I always wonder if the last year winner will be able to hold its place. So you're talking about Joey Logano? The Daytona 500, and I know I'm all over the place and stuff, but there's two tracks. There's really kind of three tracks, but there's two tracks that absolutely anybody in the field can win the race. At Daytona International Raceway, which they have two races, so anybody can win it, and Talladega Super Speedway for the same reason. They have, they whatever. So anybody can win these races. All the other tracks, maybe the top 10, maybe the top 15, maybe the top 20 can probably win, which is still a ton of people, but it's not all 40. So this is so now Joey Logano is great. And I don't know, I think you were here when I showed Bob Pockris running the half a mile and he was answering questions. And he asked himself, he said, will Joey Logano repeat? And he said yes. And I love Bob Pockris and I believe everything he says. And it's almost impossible for people to repeat. It's almost impossible. So I don't know if you're talking about one race or for the whole season. Joey's good enough to win, but there's just too many things he can't control. A tire will pop or one of his crew members will mess up and take 2 extra seconds. And so, 15 other cars get in front of him instead of just 2 cars get in front of him. So there's a ton of things he can't control. So it's really hard to repeat. But anyway, I'm glad you're showing an interest. And I will take that to mean Joey Logano winning the championship last year. Now, as far as who won the race last year, who won this race last year, I think was Austin Cindric, which is a no-name. He's one of the top 25 drivers. He's one of the times where anybody could win. Now, Alex Bowman, I might have, talked, he's in the back of the, anyway, let's go back to that thing.
That's a great point. Ty lost the draft. There's no hope of him getting caught back up. Sacrifice the performance in the tires just to get yourself back in that path. It's the lesser of the evils.
Okay, so let's see here. Whoa.
Speeding police have nabbed Chandler Smith and Ricky Stenhouse. Too fast on pit road. Chandler Smith, so that will be a pass-through penalty under green. One of our open cars, he was a big night. Not the one he was looking at, but it happened last year. And boy, did that blow up in our face off the turn corner out of game.
At least he's not by himself. He's going to have company with Stenhouse. So that's the only saving grace to it. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to help him out.
And that speeding call is all electronically timed.
Anyway, I'm trying to mess with the. It looks like it won't let me do it. So I was wondering if the last year winner will be able to hold his place.
This is interesting. You just saw the angle of seeing the Fords and everybody coming off the turn 2, trying to catch the Chevys. What they will try to do now is gain as much time. If they can catch that pack, they're actually going to get by themselves with banks
during their pit stop to get back out ahead.
Larry Mack?
Yeah, Mike. Clint and Tony were talking about Ty Gibbs maybe making some moves out there that was not working in his favor. Just after he did it, he came on the radio and told his crew chief, Chris Gale, don't worry, bud. I got my notebook out, and I'm making notes as we go.
Hey, that's what these races are for.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't mean to do that.
These mistakes now.
Where'd that come from? Okay, let's go back to the other thing. Okay, I'm off screen. Let me, I guess, take that off screen too. Okay, so 26 of 60 laps. Ryan Blaney's number one still. Love him. Bubba Wallace, number two. I don't like him. Joey Logano, love him. Harrison Burton, no opinion. Chris Buescher, I used to really like him. I still really like him. Kevin Harvick, last year. I'd love for him to do really well on his last year. So if we go down to the bottom, there's a ton of people at 40 seconds. What the hell happened? So as you can see there, 10th place is Ty Gibbs, 1 second. 11 is 4.9 seconds. And then it jumps to 40 seconds. So I guess they all went back together so they could streamline. I'm not draft. I think it's called draft. I can't think of the word right now. It's a very common word that I know really well, and I'm forgetting it. So 12 through 19 is within 2 seconds of each other, which is still pretty far away, but they can still draft. And then 20th, Chandler Smith, and 21st, Ricky Stenhouse is -1 lap. I think that just said -2. So I think it just passed anyway. 28 laps. Ryan Blaney, 0.06 seconds. Bubba, 0.14 seconds. Joey, 0.23 seconds. Harrison, 0.32 seconds. Chris Buescher, 0.42 seconds. Kevin Harvick.
And I think you'll see Blaney and that group's number getting smaller and smaller each lap to the back.
This is something from my perspective, being up in the booth, Tony, you never realize what is going on in the car. You know you're catching them, but you don't know about how quick or when you're going to catch them, or if you're going to catch them. You know you still got to pit again. It's so much fun to see the anxiety of a chief's mind in this battle for the strategy. Here is Joey Logano's team. They're running third.
Go, Joey! Is that who you're cheering for, Eliza? Go, Joey!
Trying to spin him out, but I agree with that move. You're catching these guys are very strategy-wise. This is working right in their favor. And they have caught the group of Chevys that finished first. Jamie.
Watching the Penske cars right now, the 12 of Ryan Blaney, they said we need to come now. The 22 is on the wall. And Bubba Wallace, you guys were talking about him in the 23. He said, when the 12 of Blaney comes down, we're going with them.
And here they come. They have to get down to pit road speed before that yellow line. No mistakes. Josh.
And Kevin Harvick coming into pit as the plan with the rest of the car. See if they're running inside the top 10. They're going to get some fuel and back out. Bring it. Josh thinks going perfectly right now for Zane Smith. He went to Roush Fenway Racing. Keselowski Racing to practice stopping the car for pits. Just for this moment, they told him not to slide the tires.
And the plan for the Toyotas and Penske's as well. Right side only, just enough fuel. They need to make it 30 more laps.
Halfway. Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano. Go, Joey! I want Ryan Blaney to win. But, there's – I probably would like, 15 people to win tonight. And this is just to set the – I do believe the way it works is the first Like there's 40 people in the race. There's 42 people in the entry list, and 2 people are not going to, and they're trying to qualify. And I think tonight is the last event to try to qualify them. So there's 21 cars in this race and 21 cars in the next race, 42 cars. 2 of them get sent home. So 40 will be in the race. So for the 40, this first race, so if there's 40 in the race, they do 2 cars side by side for 20 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they do that for 20 rows for 40 cars. I'm pretty sure that the way this works is that this first duels that's going on right now, excluding Alex Bowman and Kyle Larson, they act like they're not in either race. They just invisibilize them. They just remove those 2. They just remove them from the race. So when this race is over, the first place person will be, like I said, the front row is already set. It's Alex Bowman and Kyle Larson is first row no matter what happens this race and the next race. So this sets the field from the second row on back. So anyway, who wins this race, if they're not one of those first 2 people, they'll be third in line. And then the next one 5th in line, and the next one 7th in line, and the next one 9th in line. So they'll do all the odd number placements on the left side of the track, on the inside of the track. And in the race that's coming after this, we'll do all the even sides. So they'll be the 4th car, the 6th car, the 8th car, the 10th car. And they'll do all the right side of the field, the outside of the track. So that's basically how it goes. And I think that's still true. I mean, they modify things pretty often, and I'm not really super current, but it's something along those lines. So anyway, it's a commercial, but we're so is that still up? Yeah, I'll take me off screen. Let's do full screen layout. Joey Logano, number 1. That was probably because of fuel stops and tire stops. I'm not sure, but that's probably what that's for. So Logano's first, Harvick's second. Blaney's third, though. So Blaney, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, 5th. I really like him. He was kind of the underdog in the last few races of last year, and then he became the favorite, and then he was one of the final 4, and then he almost won, and he was 3rd of the final 4, which, he prior to the last few races, he was like 20th. They didn't expect anything from him. Details on the spy balloon. So, I'm going to hoo-hoo doggy. So I hope to make it to the end of both these races. I might not, as you can tell, I'm fading a little bit. So this is lap 36 of 60. So 36 down, 24 to go. So that's 60% of this race is done. I mean, and you can't figure it out that way because as races progress, they take longer. So the first 10 laps will generally, There's always exceptions to everything I say, but generally the first 10 laps will be faster than the second 10 laps, will be faster than the third 10 laps, will be faster than the fourth 10 laps. So it only gets more time consuming. Even though it's 60% done, it's probably 50% done on the time. So let me I had a couple people join my Discord today, and I would love to get all of them to join Agenda Free TV if they wanted to, because that's my favorite. And also I follow Brittany, but I'm, that's not kind of in my lane anymore. But I still watch their Brittany. OTC Santa Joe, how are you, OTC? How you doing, bud? How's life over in Rev 757? How's he doing? Hope all is well over there. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. That's TV. Daytona 500 this week. Yeah, man. This is the duel going on right now. There's 2 duels tonight, 60 laps each. This is the first duel. There's 30 laps done so far. Joey Logano's first. Harvick, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, Harrison Burton. I normally like to watch the back stuff, but we were a little late. 7:49. I haven't watched T-Rev in a while, LOL, because I got tired of the Idaho case. Did you? I mean, it's tiring from all perspectives, even if, sorry, I've got stuff in my ear, so I'm probably screaming. I used to like Dale Jr. Cool. I really like Dale Jr. It took me a while to get to like him. I didn't like him when I got involved. He was already involved. I got involved at about 2007. I saw the last race of the year, and in 2008 I started watching every race. In 2009 and 10 I went to 1 or 2 races, and in 2011 I went to a ton of races, about 12 15 races every year since then, or mostly kind of. And there are quite a few races I just didn't like Dale, and that was because I'll tell people I don't like Dale. Why I didn't like Dale Jr. is because he was not having fun. He didn't want to, he felt a lot of pressure that he was not like his father. He wasn't like Dale Sr., the intimidator. And I hate to break it to everybody, but no one is like their father. No one is like their father. And, you can look at someone like Richard Petty and say, did you like Tony Stewart? I did. I've had some problems with him, but you'll probably learn. I've been really involved in motorsports since 2010. So for about 13 years, I've been really involved. And all of my opinions about drivers, crew chiefs, sponsors, owners, all of my opinions are based on their attitude toward invisible disabilities. It had nothing to do with how well they drove, or if they were a good driver, or if I like them, or if they're a jerk or whatever. And then I have issues. And I had a real big problem, as you can tell with my lead up. I had a real big problem with Tony, being in that fatal accident. He knew exactly what he was doing. he was an expert in those cars, and he knew exactly what he was doing, and he was pissed. And yeah, I didn't care for that. Now these days, you agree? Oh, okay, cool. Everybody's like, oh, but he steered left and he was supposed to steer right. He knows exactly what to do with those cars. He's been using those cars before most of us have been born. So anyway, it was too bad. But anyway, these days, I like that he's married. I like that he's less heavy. He's less pissed off. He's got a beautiful wife. He is racing sporadically in NHRA, I think Top Fuel, which I think is the second division from the top, something like that. And, he owns several races. So anyway, they interviewed, during this NASCAR race that I'm not showing, but during the NASCAR race, they interviewed two NHRA drivers, Ron Capps, who's really popular, and Steve Torrance, who has been the champ the last couple of years. There's a lot of different series. I don't totally understand NHRA, but they were interviewed right in front of a hauler. So I think they're Tony Stewart's teams. I don't know. But anyway, Kevin Harvick, this is going to be his last year racing. And he has already said, I'm retiring. My kids want me to retire. I want to retire. My wife wants me to retire, and I'm going to work for TV. And he's already gotten the contract for TV. Well, Stewart Haas Racing, which is the Stewart is Tony Stewart, and the Haas is Gene Haas. He's a billionaire, and he's in Formula One. And he approached Tony many years ago and said, hey, I want to start a team. You can have the first name. You can be Stewart Haas. And all you have to do is bring your name. Just bring your name. You don't have to bring any money, and you're going to be the top billing owner. And so Tony said, okay, sure, I'll do that. Why not? If you're going to spend all the money, sure. So anyway, Gene Haas spoke up just recently, a couple days ago, 3 or 4 or 5 days ago. And he said, I don't want Kevin Harvick to retire. I want him to unretire. So I think Kevin will stay retired because I think he has a television contract, which I'm sure he could ask them, could you postpone that a year? Because I want to race again for a year. But Gene Haas is convincing. And when he starts offering ownerships just for your name, Kevin Harvick, come back and drive for me, and I'll give you part ownership. You don't have to give me any money. You can own part of it. I don't know if that's what he's going to do, but that's what he's done a couple of times. And Haas is in Formula One. They had some problems over in Formula One. They had the Russian driver who did some inappropriate stuff on camera and stuff. So they had their own problems over there. So I don't really have a favorite, to be honest. I've been media primarily for motorsports, and I'm media for crime sleuthing. I'm not really a live streamer. That's not really what I do. I'm a media person. So, yeah. But I've done a lot of things. Anyway, I don't know why I brought up the media stuff, but something about Tony Stewart, I think. But anyway, favorites. So I'm the youngest of 9. And our family had some messed up things in our lives, like mental illnesses and stuff like that. And my mom was probably on the top of that list. And she didn't really want a whole bunch of kids. My dad wanted 20 kids. She wanted 0 kids. So my dad negotiated and gave her 9 kids. And so it was, seriously, it wasn't a really good situation for her at all. She didn't warm up the kids. But anyway, throughout life, she would always say, I love all 9 of my children the same. And then, within minutes, we found out who she liked more. And I was her second favorite. Isn't that sad that kids can rank themselves? Oh, it's horrible. One out of 9. I was number 2. And we all kind of agree on the same rankings, so it's horrible. But anyway, so that's what that's how I describe NASCAR. I say I love all 40 of my children the same. Now that's not the day I came in, Kyle Busch was my driver, and you can't mention that. People hate you if you mention Kyle Busch. That's probably not as true anymore. But anyway, I do have really strong opinions about some people, and I dislike just a couple people. I think currently my really disdain, horrible hate is 2 drivers, and then 20 or 25 or 28 of them, I would love if they won every race. Whoever's in front, I'd be, yeah, go Ryan. Oh no, go Joey Logano. Oh yeah, Joe, go. And I think those are. Let me go back to the thing here. So what did it show? So Joey Logano at 51. So we got 9 more laps. That's pretty quick. So they've done 51 laps in 41 minutes. So that doesn't mean they'll be done in less than 9 minutes, but they could. So 52 laps. 8 more laps. So Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Ryan Blaney, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, Harrison Burton, Bubba Wallace. So, and of course, I always like to show the back part. I'm going to do that the next race, hopefully quicker and sooner. But so as you can tell, the top 16, AJ Allmendinger, 16th right there, is 8.9 seconds behind. So the top 16 are on the lead lap. And then 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 says -1 lap. So they're behind by 1 lap. So there you can see number 9, Zane Smith, is 1 second, 1.043 seconds, and 10, William Byron, is 8.31. So 10th, Byron is 8.347, and 16th, AJ Allmendinger, is 8.946, which is a lot. That's 0.6 seconds. That's a big separation for those, but they can still draft with each other. So the top 9, Zane, that's 1.26, a little far behind, but they can, so anyway, as you can see here, Ryan Blaney is 0.202. So the top 3 drivers within a quarter second. Number 5, Christopher Bell, is 0.429. So the top 5 are within a half a second. So that's why there's the big one. They're human. They make mistakes. And when they make mistakes, no one can react in time. So it's not good. By the way, this is on FS1. If you have other devices or other TVs or other things like that, I highly recommend you be watching the race at the same time, because then you'll be way ahead of me and stuff. But so 5 laps to go. Uh-oh, big one. Big one, Joey Logano.
And I give credit to
I guess
Buescher
this
on
shows the wreck.
He timed that perfect.
Joey
He used
Logano
that
will
lapper
turn. The guy in
as a
front
pick
there will turn.
and capitalized on it.
Well, you got to remember, when you get two cars side by side, it blows a much larger
trouble
hole.
on pit road. Excuse me. Ty Dillon came in for a stop. They were going to put right side tires on.
They don't usually show
and the
this
right
much.
rear
Hopefully
came
it's
off
just
and
a
rolled away.
half a lap or
That'll
should
be
be
off,
soon.
It's still on pit road. It's still in a pit box.
Yep.
As long as that thing doesn't get way, it's going to get the tire. What's it going to do? They need a caution.
Not going to happen.
Maybe
for
that
them.
was a previous
3
race.
laps to go
Maybe
this
I'm
time.
wrong. Okay,
Joey
gotta
Logano
take
in
that off.
command.
$57 out of. Hello to all the viewers and the listeners and stuff. Probably OTC and maybe Liza and maybe Sifa. And maybe 1 or 2 listeners. If the listeners are trying to gather some information for their boss, please, you can give me any questions you have, and I'll try to answer them for you. Sifa, hey Sifa.
He's going to wait the bucket gets on Misc Talk, and I see them say, "Yo, we don't have the need."
Two laps to go. Logano and
He's wanting it. He's looking. All right, white flag this time.
white flag.
It's wide.
White flag means 1 lap to go.
Now we got a race. Big block by Harvick. Missed it. I still think you talk about energy. It's on that outside line. Blaney could be in trouble.
It's definitely lined up that way for sure.
Buscher's going to move down and help him. So Logano's going to have to widen his car and block both lanes.
Move by Bell. Another block by Blaney, or excuse me, Logano.
Logano right in the middle of the racetrack, trying to cover all the spots.
Great move by Christopher Bell. Oh, he went for it.
Come on. Come on, Bell.
He's going to need help on that outside. The energy's on the bottom.
Bell's trying to pass on the outside.
He's going to get a little help from Buscher. Here they come to the flag for duel number 1.
Damn it.
Didn't make
Logano got number 1.
lesson, but the energy we were talking about won that race. Got the energy when it needed it off of turn 4. Won the race.
What do we got? Huh. Logano won first duel. So there may be some exceptions, but I'll go over the list here. So this sets the field for the left side of the starting lineup, the starting grid. The left side, which is the inside of the track. The right side is on the outside of the track, which is the second race coming up. So, and I'll try to remember the people that we have to skip. So this is checkered flag. What's that say? Non-live? So after 60 laps. So Joey Logano won. So he'll be third because the first lap is, the first row is already set. First row is already Alex Bowman, the pole, and Kyle Larson, the second position. So Joey Logano will be third. Christopher Bell, fifth. Ryan Blaney, seventh. Chris Buescher, ninth. Michael McDowell, 11th. Kevin Harvick, 13th. I'll forget what numbers I'm saying. But these are all the, so yeah, Bubba's 15th. Zane, this is his first. I don't think he's ever been in a NASCAR Cup Series car. I think this is the first time he's ever been in the car, which this is the second year of the car. So everybody a year ago today had never been in one of these cars. So it's not spectacular, but it's pretty spectacular because he's not normally a Cup driver. He's a truck or Xfinity or one of the second or third level. So Zane Smith, Harrison Burton, William Byron, Ross Chastain, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson. If I forget, we just ignore those two names. So AJ Allmendinger, Rick Stenhouse, Alex Bowman, we just ignore him. He's going to be first. Chandler Smith, Ty Gibbs, Cody Ware, Ty Dillon, and that's it. Uh-oh. Okay, so B Survivor. Hey B, how are you? Thanks for showing up. Sorry I didn't give you any notice and stuff. I hope some of the things worked. I think I sent you I didn't do Discord. I should have probably tried that. Which, by the way, it seemed like you kind of liked Discord. I do believe that some people, like, part of Brittany's crew or Shay's crew or, someone's crew, I think some people are on Discord while they are live streaming. Like it's like, backstage, that you can come on to my panel, which you can do that tonight also. We just got home. It's okay. Cool. So, but yeah, you can go backstage here and we can talk and private chat and stuff. But I think some people do Discord while they're live. And I mean, please believe me when I say I'm not comfortable with Discord and I don't know what to do with it. I think it's going to be like Facebook. I think it's going to be a necessary evil and I will have to embrace it. I think that's the way it's going to be. So, and when you set up your server, it's like, is it just for your friends or is it going to be a huge server? And then there's a choice that says, I don't know. Can I choose that later? So I chose, I don't know. Can I choose that later? And I didn't notice the difference. What happens, when you pick, it's fun. Well, cool. Yeah, we can. Liza said a few hours ago, Liza said that when her Wi-Fi stops messing up, then she's going to try to do Discord. And I said, B Survivor did it, man. If she can do it, anybody can do it. You talk about how you're scared and stuff, but I mean, you jumped right on that. You're not as fearful as you think you are. That was amazing that you just jumped onto that. I'm good. We just got home. It's okay. Cool. So the first race just ended. Just ended. I don't know if I still have the information there, but 47 minutes. So the first race of 60 laps took 47 minutes. Usually, like if one race, there's 2 duels tonight. Oh, great. Yes, if I can do it, anyone can. Which you did it within minutes. I mean, I hesitated like a minute or two before I start looking for Sifa, but I thought I saw something at the top of my phone that said Sifa asked for this to be downloaded or something, and I'm like, oh, I better get over there. So, I was just a minute or two late to get to check out his thing. As soon as I got over there, it said, hey, B Survivor, I hope you brought the pizza. And I'm like, she didn't even talk. How do you know she's here? And I didn't say that, but I guess he already knew. I guess it says B Survivor entered the room or something like that. So I'm like, how did she do that so quick? So anyway, so and I don't know how like if we get back, and I don't, I don't know what I'm going to do with live streaming. I just don't know. And I apologize for not knowing and not planning and not, projecting into the future and stuff. But, if we were to start ramping up streaming again, I forgot the pizza. Yes, Sifa is funny. I mean, we're all, I'm trying to get over there and I'm trying to do audio, and I want to see that he can join correctly and you can join correctly. He's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, and he's like, hey B, I hope you brought the pizza. I mean, he's funny. What a funny thing to say when we're all just struggling to just try to not stress out and not get overwhelmed and just do what needs to be done. You forgot the pizza, which actually I'm getting a little hankering for pizza. I about 10 minutes ago, I was like, oh, F this. I'm not gonna do this. Whoops, the pizza. I forgot the pizza. Oh, well, yeah, he was funny. That was pretty funny. So, okay, so, I didn't say that. I'm confused. Who was it, Sifa? I didn't have a stalker. I mean, not a stalker. I didn't have a second person over there. Wait a minute. Are you serious, Sifa? I didn't say that. No, man. Now I want to go see. Now, the audio stuff doesn't save, but I think the other stuff does save. So I'm going to go to my thing in general. So I set up my server. I don't know what time, probably 2:40, because Sifa was there by 2:44. It's right there, Sifa. You did say that. It says, hey. Okay, I'm incorrect. Like welcoming. Okay, you're right, B. Yes. Okay, I'm learning. There's these green arrows, and I don't know what the green. I said about a pizza. I am so sorry, Sifa. It was funny, but yeah, it looks okay. So one green arrow says Sifa just landed. Wave to say hi, and I think that's Discord telling me to wave. And then Sifa says hey, and then there's a new green arrow, and this new green arrow is someone else, which it looks like it's Discord. And that was the Discord bot. Man, you two people are experts. So the green arrow, which I guess is the bot, says, welcome, Bee Survivor. We hope you brought the pizza. Wave to say hi, which I hit both those wave to say hi's. I don't like waving, but sorry, Sifa. I hope you didn't mind that I misquoted you. Girl, you need to bring pizza. So y'all know how to read this stuff. I'm too stressed out. There's too much going on. And I just read it quickly. And I'm like, oh, I hope Sifa found it okay. And I hope Bee Survivor found it okay. And, I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck, which I can misread things. I wonder if there's more green arrows. So JoeHart, there's green. Welcome, Bee Survivor. We hope you brought the pizza. So I waved to the green arrow. So I waved to the bot. I mean, the bot wasn't lying. So B. Okay, yeah. So let's see. Sifa, Joe, Bee Survivor, Joe. Sifa. I don't see as of yet. Oh, wait, Sifa. Yeah, yours is dark, Sifa. I can't read. I don't know what your picture is. I don't see any green, but yeah, I'm streaming, so I get all real stressed out and stuff. And yeah, I don't think there's any more green arrows. So okay, the green arrows was they were trying to get the pizza party going. Okay, that makes sense. So finish setting up your server. You have completed 3 of 3 steps, and then it says finish. Well, if I've completed it, why is it asking me to finish it? God, darn it. Why don't they leave me alone? I mean, the bot wasn't lying. Yeah, we would have. That's too funny. I love it. I would have eaten the pizza no matter who asked for the pizza. It's a Green Reaper that says open 24/7. Does it really say that? Hey, what's the animal? What's the Puplian? The Puplian. I'm going off screen. Ah, shit. It's not here. When my Discord opens, it says Puplian or Pumpo has no one to play with and he looks really sad or something. The pupper? No, it's I don't want to try to misspell it, but I will try to spell it. But it's like Pompla. It's like Uma Lupa. So that's my guess. Pompla. That's incorrect. That's my incorrect spelling. But it's the like the picture of Discord is an animal. I didn't know it was an animal. So it's got a face. It's like a stuffed animal, and it's a bear. It kind of looks like a bear, maybe. And I guess when you're active on when Discord is very active, this animal is very happy. And then when no one's commenting, he gets very sad and he looks depressed. So he collapses on a table and you see his face and he says, Pumpla has no one to play with. And I think there's even tears on his face. So they try to guilt you into keeping it very active. So I don't see it on me. I've set up Discord opens automatically, and I haven't figured out how to set up Signal to open automatically. Signal is on my desktop, but I like it to automatically open. I don't like to remember because I forget. Yeah, I can't see this. I want to find out what that animal is. Yeah. And it like I said, it's all guilt driven. It's all, like, don't sign up on this app and not use it. You better use it. So it's real dysfunctional. It's really dysfunctional of, I have nothing to play with. And he doesn't talk. Someone talks for him, or no one talks. It's typing, like this pizza thing. It's the bots talking to me. So anyway, I don't know when the green flag is. I'm sure we probably have missed it. The cars are not moving yet, so it's not kind of yet. So yeah, anyway, it should be pretty cute. Now you can come to these streams and just view. You can be a lurker or a listener or a viewer or whatever and just be in the background. And I've done it, and no one can scare me away, even if people say, I know JoeHart is watching me and not talking to me, and reminds me of my old Tamagotchi. I think that's how you spell it. Is that those imaginary people on your shoulder? Is that one of those Pokemon or one of those kind of things? I don't know who it is, but I believe you. So yeah, they try to did you look it up? Sifa, did you look it up? Pampa. P-O-M. I think you're right. Sifa, you are a master. You ought to do those there used to be TED Talks used to be really really popular, and I think they still are. But I think now there's the master classes. So Sifa, you ought to teach a master class on research. I mean, whatever the topic is, you've got the answer or the result within seconds. So I think that is. I wonder what the Pumpa is. Pampa. So I was close. Come on, look at that. P-O-M-P-L-A-H. And Sifa is saying it's P-O-M-P-P-A. Which it's probably an acronym. That probably means something. I don't know what it means. But this TED don't talk. You can do that AI stuff. Oh, I mean, TED Talks are so, and I'm not talking about TED Talks. I'm talking about those master classes. But you know what I'm talking about. They say, hey, do you want to learn how to play tennis? And then, Serena Williams shows up. And then, hey, do you want to learn how to use Microsoft on a laptop? And then Bill Gates shows up. And, they're the master classes. But they're so huge, and TED is so huge. I'm absolutely positive they both have ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act of. I'm sure there are accommodations out the wazoo on how to present those things. So you can do it with Braille, or you can do it with your voice, or you can do it with your typing, or you can do it with your whatever platform you want to do the stuff at. You could do it. So but your AI, your voice, you fooled me. I thought that voice was yours. But so anyway, Professor Sifbot. Battery saver is on. I better plug in my thing. It's gonna die. Let me plug in my laptop. Okay, it's back plugged in. And what am I at? 20% probably. Battery status 19% available. But this Ted don't talk. Yeah, Professor Sifbot and B server. I like Professor Sifbot. That's great. And I mean, I wouldn't say that you're I mean, I would never use a word robotic to describe you. But I think because of your meticulousness and your efficiency and your effectiveness, you could probably pull it off, as in people are like, oh, he's not a real, he's a bot. He's teaching us, he's a bot. So you would be like, yes, I am a bot, don't sit on my seat, or, whatever you can, our Professor Sifbotic. But no, you could. I mean, they would be, and I'm meticulous and methodical and efficient and effective and robotic. I think it's okay to be that kind of stuff. And so they wouldn't even know. They'd be like, no, Sif is not a real person. No, don't worry about him. Yeah, he just. Sifbotic. And then, I mean, I could do those robotic elevator voices. Come on, don't you think? I mean, like, what's it called when you, put fake stuff on pictures? Photoshop. I mean, I think these days, I'm still amazed that people believe every picture they see. I don't get that. Like for example, Brian, whatever his last name is. I just want the last name initial, but I can't think of it. Koberger. So Brian K, would show up at court, and everybody would be like, oh, look at his hands, look at his face, he's red, and blah, 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 blah. And I don't get, we all have devices. And even B's device, who I'll say is the standard on the range of devices. I'll put B on one end of that range. So even with her, all devices can make fake colors and fake pictures, and they can Photoshop. And I mean, we could do that on the fly. So it's just amazing that people, picture of everything, pictures of, like what happened, Murdoch's son, the redhead, he's a messed up kid. That's a messed up family. But, he's scratching his face with the bird. And it's like, that could be Photoshopped in 2 seconds. It wasn't. I think he really was flipping off the cop. But it's just bizarre that kind of stuff. Alex Murdoch. I mean, his son. Yeah. Alex is the father. But I bet you still have seen 0 hours, right? You're pretty proud of that. I have seen. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Sif. I'm going to have to stop quoting you because I might misquote a robot. But about fake pictures. Yeah, it's just amazing how we. Oh yeah, 0 hours. I watched about an hour or two today because I want to be in. Liza can talk for hours, and Liza likes to talk for hours, and I don't follow all of her accent, but I try to, and it's really sexy, so I like to listen to it. But she's really into Murdoch, and so she'll be like dumping all this information on me, and I'm like, whoa, and then I can have like 75 questions for every sentence she makes. I'm like, okay, I can't do that. I have to either just go along with the flow and catch up as much as I can. So I'm pretty caught up. But yeah, it's so weird about that Buster, was flipping off the cop, and everybody's like, oh, he ought to be thrown out of court, which I agree with. That's not my point. Sorry, Liza, it is. Sorry, Liza, it is. I don't know what I said. LOL. Sifa. And Sifa says, Alex. Yeah, Murdoch. Is it silent Murdoch? Or I don't know. What you said about, sorry, Liza, it is. Oh, yeah. I mean, and, I was talking about, and I need to sometimes just snap my mouth shut. But, I say, oh, jealousy. I don't like jealousy. And she's like, I am what I am. And I do. I love Liza for all of her. I mean, I don't, she is all her. So, I mean, I love her. And I don't want to be talking about her with her not here. I mean, so far the last few nights, I'd be like, Sifa, are you there? B, are you there? And Liza, are you there? And then people are like, yeah, we're still here and stuff. So she might have just heard all of that. Liza, I love you. You know I love you. Don't tell your hubby, but I love you. So B Survivor. I agree, Joe. Yeah, but with the fake pictures and stuff. Yep. 0. Yep. You're proud of that, aren't you? What's your I asked this to Liza a couple days ago, and she only has Murdoch. But if I do get back into, no, I'm not gonna. But hypothetically, I'm not gonna. But if I get back into, and I'm not gonna get back into crime sleuthing again, which I'm not gonna. I asked Liza, I said, what are your top 3 cases that you're following these days since Idaho is dormant? And she came back. Murdoch's the only one I'm following. So same thing with you, Sifa and B Survivor. And I think you listed yours. And I'm sorry, I could ask you this every other day and I still forget what you said. And then I would ask you 2 days later and stuff. So you can stop, you can go, Joe. I've already answered that, so, oh, golly. So what you said about her accent. Yeah, and also like, I don't like to type, and she has related to me. She doesn't like to type, and I think B Survivor doesn't like to type, which, by the way, you could be on a panel tonight if you want it to be. Or we can go to audio over in Discord. And then, anyway, I hate typing. So I don't like making people type that don't like to type. But like sometimes, because I don't like to type, I'll hit the microphone and then talk what I want to type, and then it types it in and then sends it. But in Signal, I can do that, which I do that. I'll hit the microphone, talk it, and then send it. But she actually sends audio files. And I don't know if there's a time limit, but she'll send like a minute, and then a minute, 20 seconds, and then 45 seconds, and then a minute, 10 seconds. And she'll send like 5 or 6 in a row. And again, it's a wealth of information. And I'm like, damn, I wish I was caught up with what she's talking about. And anyway. So I think I know enough, but I just can't get into it. Like, it's like watching molasses drip down the wall. It's like I could very easily watch 8 hours of court, very easily, and I could watch it for 19 days or whatever day we're on right now. I think it's day 15 or 17 or 19, or it's a lot of days, and I could do that. But it's because that fear of missing out, FOMO. I'd be like, I don't want to miss the one really critical statement, which like YouTube, live YouTubers, which I'm real critical of them, even though I guess I'm one of them, but people don't really do that stuff efficiently. It would be great if someone would watch 8 hours and then summarize it in 15 minutes. And then we all get the key points. Now, everybody thinks different points are the key points, but just a general 15-minute summary. But I think YouTuber lives want to talk about the sensationalistic stuff and blow it out of proportion. And, so then you kind of lose the point. But she knows a ton of stuff. So I do love Liza. I hope I never gave the impression that I don't love Liza. I really love Liza. Sifa, right? Some court cases I watch. Cool. Some you won't tell me? No, that's right. You don't have to tell me. Sifa, Liza, fix your ceiling fan. Is that her excuse for the Wi-Fi? Anyway, she said she'd do Discord if her Wi-Fi is fixed. Her kids are ruining the Wi-Fi or something. So, as a dear friend, of course, we're both already taken. Yeah. We could always, fall in love with people. Come on. Yeah, we do that on Messenger. Cool. And yes, she has heard my voice. That's good. Someone said they wanted to hear your voice. Oh, yeah. There's a lot I want to type a lot of the time, but my little hand just can't keep up sometimes. And like I said, you please say that you want to be. I mean, obviously, there's still it looks like Duel 2 is about to start, but obviously I'm not going to be following it too well. So yeah, you can come up on panel and then you can talk. Then you don't have to do all that stuff. Be Survivor. Don't worry, you definitely did not give that impression. But I say stupid stuff. Sifa, no, it sounded horrible. No, it sounded. I'm getting behind. I'm not sure if you're talking about the fan or it sounded horrible what I said about Liza, but no, I didn't mean any. I love her. Sifa, who? Be Survivor, me. And then Sifa repeated, I think, the same who. Who said they wanted to hear my voice? I mean, everybody wants to hear your voice. That's the like. I understand when people don't want to get on camera and all that stuff. And when I have a panel, I'm going to always be on camera. But anybody that comes up never has to be on panel. But if we would just generally make a general, which I think this is happening. I heard this. I mean, I had this thought as an original thought, but someone else verified it for me. And I'm going, yeah, that's right. But there are some really big, famous, popular YouTubers that don't go on screen that are, I think their numbers are suffering because they won't go on screen. So I think generally people like to see faces. People like to hear voices. People don't want profiles. Now it all can work. And I don't know how big my panels can be. I think it can be 10 people or whatever, but I don't think I'll ever have 10 people and 9 of them will be profiles. But anybody can be a profile that wants to be a profile. I mean, but I came from Meerkat. That was, Periscope was my first live stream, and then Meerkat was my next 1,000 live streams. And we had hundreds of people that streamed for the first time in their life, and they're terrified. And we're like, show a flower pot. Don't show your face. Show your feet. And then showing your feet was kind of a safe thing, but then that became a fetish. People are like, yeah, show your feet. And they're like, oh God, I screwed up there. But people can show whatever they want. They can turn the camera wherever they want. They can talk, they can not talk, they can type, whatever. So, but anyway, come on, Sifa. Of course, everybody wants to hear your voice. That was a long, me, Sifa. Yeah, I was talking about Be Survivor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. And then she says, oh, yeah. So the fans sounded horrible. So you got on. There were some noises in the background when I talked to her. But she's got to, any of y'all can tell me whatever you want, and 3 days from now, I'll forget what you told me. But, and then I also just get overwhelmed. So in my mind, she can tell me and I won't remember, but in my mind, Liza has 1 billion kids. I don't know how many she has, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's told me the ages. She still calls them the youngins and the kids. And, and I'm like, what are they, 7? She's like, no, they're 25 or, whatever. I don't remember any of that stuff. But, so anyway, I don't know what, anyway, so she was, there's a lot of noises and stuff. And I'm like, holy moly. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. It's just the kids. And I'm like, are they 6? Are these kids, what are they doing? And now I was really blessed, like there's a phrase. Sifa, most people didn't care to hear my voice until they saw my face. You do have a beautiful face. Now you might tell me that that's computer generated, or not computer generated, but it's a merging of reality and those cartoon things. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many of those things. So Be Survivor, it's about the personality for me. I just like to hear what people sound like. Right. I mean, the thing that drives me nuts from day one, what drove me nuts about Brittany's crew and all those crews and Idaho 4 is every single time they talked about the victims, they were always like, oh, they are so beautiful and they're so beautiful. And everybody starts, of course, Kaylee number 1, Maddie number 2, Xana number 3, and the male number 4. And I'm like, A, I think Xana's the most beautiful. B, the others are fake. But it's just amazing that they would just talk about beauty. And I'm like, do you know how that sounds? It sounds like you're saying that ugly people, it's okay that they perish. They're like, oh, no, we don't mean that. We don't mean that, but they're so beautiful. So I'm not talking about people being beautiful. I'm just saying people like to see faces. They just like to see. And again, I guess we all judge as soon as someone comes up on the screen, we're all going to judge. Oh, they're attractive. Oh, they're, whatever. They're going to say whatever they're going to say. But that's life. But So Be Survivor. Well, your face is effing beautiful. I'm not surprised, but I just want to know because I want to know. Be Survivor. And in case you didn't get the okay, so I'll try to do the voice inflection of Be Survivor. So Sifa, in case you didn't get her reason. So Be Survivors, this is her reason. She's given her reason. Be Survivor says, but I just want to know because I want to know. Is that a good enough excuse? That's the reason. That's okay. Was that the right? So $1 billion. Oh, kids. Yeah, doesn't she? I think she has $1 billion. I think she does. I think, but I do that with everybody. I'll just hear, I'm like, already. She already knows what I thought about the ceiling fan. I think I have more kids than her. I think you do, but Sif, I think you have more kids than most people. That's amazing. Oh. This one, yes. This I'm not following. What did I say? Be Survivor. Oh my God, the blue outline. Be Survivor. You're there. You're a rock star. I didn't mean to read it. That's private stuff. Thank you. Be Survivor. Yes, your picture you have right now, Sifa, is super cool. It's that's supermodel material, of course. So Sifa, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Well, she's saying it. And Be Survivor. I like to put a face, a name, and a voice all together. Yeah. And you say, I sent you. Sifa says I sent you on Discord, which I'm not on Discord. I mean, I'm looking at the TV. Plus, I'm listening to. I'm not listening to him right now. I turned the volume down, but I was listening to Agenda Free TV. By the way, for all my, how some unnamed people say, I love all of y'all, and I love all of y'all, and I love all of y'all. Now, I don't own you all, so you can watch whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, but I love y'all so much. And then, so anyway, I don't want to tell anybody what they have to do or what they can't do or what they have to do and stuff like that, which I won't, but sometimes it comes out like I'm saying that. But I love Agenda Free TV. And that's the first thing I did on YouTube Live as a viewer for years. And when I first started doing YouTube Live for Idaho, I was like, wow, there's such, again, that disconnect. I was like, oh, I guess I've already been doing this for years, but I didn't think of it as the same thing. But he's super great. So if you could, he has 2 different Discord servers, and I think they changed them and stuff. But anyway, so I would love it if y'all, and I mean, he's pretty hardcore. So I sent you, okay. So let me go to Discord. 2 new messages. Straight out of Egypt. Oh, wait. Okay. As y'all know, I usually read a lot of stuff, and Sifa has a couple of times say, hey, I just sent you something, but don't read it out loud because of blah, 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 blah. And sometimes I'll just, so I need to always remember that some people like to be private and blah, 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 blah. Straight Out of Egypt. Have you seen Straight Outta Compton? It's a great movie. I assume you have because you're referring to it. It's a great movie. Those are some super cool people. Oh, not a voice. This is true. About you have more kids than everybody? I mean, come on. Sifa, how do you do that? It's not private. So, Be Survivor, I agree. And the way you edit the pictures is wicked cool. So, Sifa says thank you. And Be Survivor says you're most welcome. And Sifa, the one on Discord, isn't AI generated. It's from a real photo, but the lighting is edited, obviously, and smooth. It's not obvious. Come on. People have been photoshopping forever. And I think people, if they would use their brain, they could probably say there is no picture of any female that is the true picture of them. It's been, whisked, what's it called, where they, wire brushed it, or, so, I mean, and, that's just, I know how to add contrast. I don't know how to do any of that. Sifa, haha. You're fine, Joe. I'd have said not to if I didn't want you to. You can read it. Cool, thanks. Which, by the way, I still haven't disabled that one mod, which I have no recollection of setting up that mod. So that's why I was asking if other mods can set up mods, because I don't know how that mod became a mod. I really don't. Sifa, I had someone in chat say, after seeing your picture, I can see why you have so many kids. And I about died laughing. It's kind of along my line, too. I'm sure there's not many women that would, Yes, it was certainly one of my thoughts. So, okay, so where's the blue outline? Do you mean that light green stuff? Well, you do kind of look like a supermodel, like no joke. I swear I'm not thirsty. Amen. I'm heterosexual. I'm not thirsty either. You're gorgeous. Thirsty. What a word. That's so 2022. It's such a word that everybody uses now. So anyway, I might make it through the race, even though we're not really covering the race, but Be Survivor. Yeah, the blue is wicked cool. Blue is one of my faves. That's cool. Thirsty. I'm beat. I'm the one that's beat, not you. You're up to speed. Sifa, thank you. Another reason I don't want to show my face. I want people to like me for my content, not my looks. I mean, if they want to like that too, I'm fine with it, but I don't want it to be number one. You got some pictures out there. Be Survivor. I know I'm showing my age. I can't even keep up with the link going on. No, I think thirsty is current. I think that's a current word. And I'm like, what the fuck? Can't people just be attracted? Can't they just be, man, you dogs are thirsty. I'm like, well, we're attracted. We're just talking about someone we're attracted to. We're not thirsty. But I mean, whatever. So, and Sifa says, I'm getting there myself. What, the showing your age? I don't know if it came up that quick, if you got that up. Don't scare me saying I have pictures out there. No, your picture right there. Your picture. No. All the pictures I've seen of you, from you. I mean, I don't know if people know this. Like, it's been so long, I can't describe it accurately. But when I first started doing YouTube Live as a viewer and as a streamer and as all these different things, there were many accounts. There were many accounts that had 4 different pictures. So when they came in as a streamer, it was one picture. When they came in as a viewer, it was a different picture. When they came in on YouTube versus StreamYards, it was a different picture. And I'm like, what the F? Why can't y'all just have one effing picture? And then I looked at me and I'm like at my 6 streams here, I'm streaming in 6 streams right now. And I have 1, 2, 3. I think it's 4 different pictures, but at least 3 different pictures. So it's just when someone opens it, like Google is involved in just about every platform there is. So your Google picture gets transferred in. Anyway, whatever. So I have seen different pictures of you, Sifa, and I couldn't list them. I can't say it was you YouTube and you StreamYard and you viewer and you streamer. And there's a ton of pictures. It's like, what do effing people do? And I mean, I can be vain, of course. I used to be really cute, but I could be vain for sure. So, but I can't. Google's got all my pictures. Do they? I don't even know how to do that. The Google, whatever it's called, the documents. I don't do documents. Anyway, so that's what I was talking about. I totally understand that, Sifa. I like you for who I know in all the chats I've been in with you. Amen. Go, Sifa. Red heart. So there's a black heart. There's a red heart. Yeah. Oh, Google's got all my pics. Yeah, Liza, you have more than one. You guys scaring me. Liza, you're one of the ones with more than one picture. Now, I haven't seen the bikini picture. You won't share that with me because you say you're blocked or whatever, banned or whatever you said you were. Damn it, you're an adult. You can share that bikini picture if you want. But anyway, so but no, there's, and I think it shows differently on different things. Like I would be on my iPad watching my desktop, my laptop session, and my picture would be different as the viewer on both screens. It's a different picture. So, I mean, they pick up, I don't get how Google picks up pictures and how, all that stuff. So, so Liza says, I need to review my pictures. You're a rock star, Liza. We were just talking about you. Did your nose scratch? Is that what happens? Itch? Did your nose itch? Be Survivor. Google got like 4 of mine. Come on. You guys scaring me. Don't forget. So Crime Time with Mal. Crime Time with Mal. M-A-L. Is that Mallory? Because I think there's a Crime Time with Mel, M-E-L too. But So yeah, Crime Time with Mal. I just got a Discord thing. So B Survivor, Liza, how are you? And Liza to B Survivor, hi honey, how are you? And B Survivor, I'm good, thank you. It's good to see you. Yeah, it is good to see you. Did you just wake up, or we were talking about your fan? And so my husband bought me a vanity and was using it to dye my hair one day. He asked if I knew why it's called that. I said, no, why? And then he ruffled my hair and walked away. I was like, the fuck? I Googled it. Told him he's an asshole. Yeah, vanity. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you? You're so vain. So, okay, there it is again. Crime Time with Mal. Is that Mallory? That picture, her two pictures don't look the same. Is that a different Mallory? Or is it the same Mallory? I love Mallory. I would just love to figure out how I could get a get them separated so I could see Mallory. I love Mallory. Told him he's an a-hole. What, the song? Vanity? So yeah, Sifa was doing his hair in a vanity. You know, the vanity, the mirrors with the lights on them, and you sit there and you do your makeup and stuff. And it's called a vanity because people are vain about how they look. Which is fine. I mean, you know, if you're going to wear makeup, you better be looking in a mirror. I mean, this is my opinion as a non-makeup wearer. But if you're going to wear makeup, you better be looking at a mirror and make sure you put it on right. You don't want the lipstick up here, or, you know, you want to. So it's okay to have a mirror, a vanity mirror, so you can put the stuff on. Is that what you mean? I don't know. Not even my topic. So, okay, let me go over here. Let's see here. So let's remove that and then stop that screen. It was hair dye. I swear it was vibrant purple. It was hair dye. I swear it was vibrant purple. Instead of what? Of course it's hair dye. My husband is about to help me dye my hair. Wish me all the luck. Good luck. Do you mean like within the next hour? Like in the next 20 minutes? Or you mean sometime over the next decade? Wow, what color? Oh, fun. And Liza says, I like purple. I like purple too. Mostly because of Prince, but I like purple. And Sifa says, purple is my favorite. So my ex-wife, she has like this strawberry blonde hair. And I think I met her when she was 25 or something like that. And from the day I met her till, you know, we started dating, we got married, we had kids, we got divorced, you know, got separated. And the whole time, she always dyed her hair. But she always dyed her hair the exact same color her hair actually was. That was the dye that she chose to dye her hair. So she took her hair and dyed it the exact same color that it actually was. And I'm like, you want me to effing remember what color your hair is? And you want me to remember what color the hair you dyed it? And it's the same effing thing. So anyway, my daughter, you know, she's old now. She's an adult by several years. But you know, we you know, she didn't get a tattoo or a piercing before she was 18, but we thought of it. You know, you can get those things before 18 if you sign for it. You know, you can sign for it, and you know. So we weren't and then I might be wrong. I think she did get an earring when she was 13 or something like that. And you know, I don't care. I don't care what she gets. She can get whatever she wants. And she does have now like 20 piercings or something like that, and 2 tattoos and stuff. But anyway, she started doing the same thing. So she started dyeing her hair the exact same color her hair was. And I'm like, What the F? You know, I mean, I'm not gonna call your hair the correct color if you I refuse. So I don't call their hair color. I don't call it. I don't say, wow, your strawberry blonde looks really nice today. Or I don't say, boy, that what light purple, or I don't call it. So anyway, they have some strawberry brown kind of thing, the two of them. Now my ex is old enough that it's no longer that color, but she still ties it that color. No, right now, still waiting for supplies to come in the mail. Probably next week. Oh my goodness. I would help you dye it if I could. Yeah, road trip. I'm going blonde. It sounds crazy, but I've been blonde for years before, but now my hair is actually turning white, not gray, white. Wait a minute. Did I get the right voice inflection? But now my hair is actually turning white, not gray, white. I don't mean to laugh. That sounds not good. So I'm glad the blonde will be. So I'm going to go for it again. That's cool. Woohoo, be survivor. I wish you could, Sifa. I did my research, but I'm still nervous. So Discord, Sifa. Oh no. Sifa, will you get on my audio channel? Is that your refrigerator? That looks intense. Oh, it's like a dream. You know what that is, Bees. Okay, cool. Today, my hair is enjoying coconut oil with purple. Hama, Liza. Today, my hair is enjoying coconut oil with purple Alaplex. Hair treatment day. Sweet. Oh, yes, you did. What, the voice infliction? I don't know. I laugh at myself because I think I'm funny. So okay, let me just get to the race and see if it could be something. So let's see here. That's the race. I can't do that. Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, William Byron. That's not it. Where the F is it? Joey Logano. That's the last one. Race Center. How come this shit won't work? Lap 22 of 60. There's no way it's 22 already. Is it really already 22? Lap 24 of 60. Holy shit, almost half done. Kyle Busch! Kyle Busch, number one. There you go, Liza. Liza, my darling. Which products you order? By UMM. Hold on, I forgot how to spell the company. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is for you, Liza. Just for a brief moment. This is not for long.
That first caution period to top off. Might
Kyle Busch,
be able
number
to go the
one.
distance.
Listen to him saving fuel right here. Let's ride along, Chase Briscoe.
I can't read it.
That's maybe part throttle, Tony.
I hope it is.
So 25 laps out of 60 done. Kyle Busch, number one.
He was definitely cracking the throttle.
Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, Eric Almirola. So I like the top three a lot. Love Kyle Busch. Love Daniel Suarez. He's a rock star. I mean, Kyle Larson, I think he's going to win the whole year. He's going to win the championship for the whole year. I hope.
Perhaps.
He could have, should have, would have
35
swept about
laps
3
to
or
go
4 or
on
5.
Fox NASCAR Thursday night. Crank it up.
As you can tell, they're all lined up in a row. Crank it up. I don't want to crank it up. Looks like all 21 cars are in a row. I can't figure out the Oh my goodness, where did that come from? Oh golly, I didn't know that was there. Sorry, guys. I can't believe that was there. I'm so sorry. I can't believe that was there. Leaderboard. I can't find it. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I'm in a different race. There was 2 races tonight. One is done, and this is the second. They're called duels, DUELSs. There's 2 of them. And Kyle Busch is in the second race, and he's leading it. Oh, my goodness. Discord's going crazy. Liza, go over to Discord. They're going crazy over there. So did you see it at least? Okay, I'll make the mistake again. Sifa, what the hell, y'all?
Who said football season's over? This
my God, I'm loving this.
Football is back with the USFL. Reborn from the OGs. The hits, the picks, the dimes. Drive so long you have to stop for gas. This isn't some Hollywood knockoff.
So the screen on the left side there is the current
Just
race.
ask these guys. You better recognize
Duel number 2 of 2.
Except no substitutes.
And I can't read it.
Football returns this April with the USFL
But it is
on Fox and NBC.
lap 29 of 60. Cowboys is still number 1. He's number 8 there.
And the truck that helps you get far from home.
Right there. The black one is
the
number
truck
8.
of the outdoors.
Suarez is the wild purple.
The
Everybody
early
loves
adopters
purple.
and the
Daniel
rising
Suarez is the second.
generation.
He's in purple.
This is
See
the
that
way
purple car?
more
Second one
truck
right
owners
there.
are switching to.
Daniel Suarez is a
This
rock star.
is
He's
what
from
it
Mexico.
means to be a Ram.
So nice. So talented. So humble. Number 3,
Now with
Kyle Larson
2.9%
is a rock
financing
star.
for 72 months, get an
He's
average
really great.
$10,207 in finance
Amarillo, I don't
savings on
like.
our most
Cindric, I don't
popular
like.
models.
Elliott, I don't like. LaJoy, I don't care. Gilliland, don't care. Truex, I like. Nice. Gregson, I don't like. Haley, I like. Bruce, I like. Hamlin, I hate. Kozlowski, I love. I wish he'd get up there.
It's like
Reddick,
Wi-Fi
I
that
love.
runs on
Austin Hill,
5G.
don't care.
Home internet from T-Mobile. Wait
So
till you
now
see.
does it make a little more sense?
Tell me more, tell me more. One quart's all that you
second
need.
race.
Tell me more, tell me more. Don't you worry about speed.
Oh my goodness, how did that
It's
get
called
there? Oh my goodness, sorry about that. I can't believe that. Wow, y'all know this hair stuff. Liza and B and Sifa. I'm in a different race? Yeah, second race. Schwarzkopf is a very good product, but careful with the mixing. Uh-oh. Sifa, no, 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 no. Oh, second race. Yep. I mean, you all are going nuts. Liza, get over there in Discord. I mean, you're talking here a lot too. Make sure you keep it very ventilated. The fumes are a bit toxic. Sifa, do you want to try the audio? Try the audio, please. You can have Tourette's. I don't care what you say. You can say whatever you want. I mean, you know, I don't want you to say too much horrible things to me. But I know what I know about. I know what can happen. I know the risk. Oh my goodness, look at these pictures. Probably so rich. Oh, you mean rich with money? No, he is not. He is not. His father, he's not at all. He's super cool. He is super cool. Daniel Suarez. He is the greatest guy in the world. And I really love about 15 or 20 drivers, but he's one of my more favorite. But his father did a little racing, didn't do much racing. he would buy VW bugs, and then Daniel, the son, started buying VW bugs, and then they built them up and stuff. And his father had a lot, maybe 10 or 20 VW bugs, and that's all he had. He had to sell his company. And anyway, they mortgaged everything to get Daniel over to America to be in Nashville, in NASCAR. And most drivers come with sponsors. So either most drivers, they're from a billionaire or millionaire family, or they come with sponsors. And he didn't really do either. He's just really nice. He's very personable. Mexico loves him. As you probably know, Latinas are very passionate and they're very loyal. They're very loyal and they love him. And he's great. So be survivor, you're typing a bunch. Don't you want to talk either over here or over there? But then Sifa would have to type over here. But Sifa, if you could do audio over there, then the both of y'all can talk and you don't have to. I'm concerned, be survivor. I don't like you typing a lot. I know you don't like to, and I don't like to. And I think Liza doesn't like to. He didn't come with sponsors. He didn't come with sponsors. His dad, you know, they had a business, they had a house, you know, they had a bunch of VW bugs. So I don't know how much he came with, but he probably came with $500,000 or $750,000 or something like that, which is nothing. You need to show up with $20 or $30 million just from sponsors. So, so he did show up with some, but he was sleeping, you know, he didn't have a place to stay and he was trying to, you know, I mean, then I'll just stop. No, you don't have to stop. I don't, all of y'all can keep doing whatever you're doing. I'm just concerned. I just want to, and I don't know if you're even talking to me. You might be talking to someone else. I'm sorry, I'm here. No, I don't care where you're at. Everybody can be wherever they want to be. I just don't want you to have to overtype. So you can be a panel here, but then Sifa would have to type, which he's kind of used to that. But y'all are really into a conversation. Please continue that conversation. I love it. I love that y'all are into that conversation. So how much an operation like that costs? Are you talking about operating a team? Oh, it costs tremendous amounts. It costs. I mean, I think 5 years ago it was $25 to $30 million to break even. You know, the joke about NASCAR is, how do you become? And I'm going to butcher it. I might have to say it aloud quietly so I get it right. How do you become? How do you make how do you become a small? How do you make a small fortune in NASCAR? You start with a large fortune. That's the joke, is that you're always losing money. People are always losing money. You're not winning money at all. Not at all. Even the best of the best of the best drivers, it's a lost thing. So you have to have sponsors. So yeah, it's probably 20 to 30 million. Now, his team in particular is a newer team, and they went against the grain. And starting last year, a year ago right now, NASCAR came up with a brand new car, and it kind of leveled the playing field. So the ones spending $30 million were about the same as the one spending $8 million, was about the same as the one spending $500,000. And they did really well. I forget what they did. As soon as a race is over, I don't remember who won the race. I could care less about who wins a race. I care about the events leading up to the race. I love qualifications. I usually like practices, but it depends. And I like stats. You know, like I said, I like to, find out how many cars are within a half a second of each other. I like stats, but I could care less who wins. So as soon as the race is over. Anyway, there's two people. Suarez is on a team of two drivers. The other is number one, Ross Chastain. I think he was third or fourth. Not third. So he was second or fourth last year. So yeah, he's going up, and about 4 days ago or 5 days ago, Daniel Suarez just renewed his contract. Now, I think he just renewed it for a year or two, which is a fair amount of time in NASCAR. Recently, most of the teams were just renewing everything for 1 year, which sucks. You don't have any job. I mean, you're going to work in NASCAR. You just don't know what team you're going to work for in NASCAR. So it's not job security very much. But his teammate, who's the better of the two of them, just got a multi-year renewal. What they didn't say how, but they said his beard will be gray by the time this contract's over. So I'm guessing he got a 5-year contract, which is forever in NASCAR. Now, like Jeff Gordon, when he got his first contract, he got his contract for life. Rick Hendrick said, "You can work for me for life." And Jimmy Johnson was about the same. He got it for like 8 years, and then he became co-owner and stuff like that. But Jeff Gordon did actually get a contract for life. Holy moly. How does people have that kind of money? No, it's okay. I'm multitasking. Cool. Yeah, keep typing. Keep having all that stuff. 30 million. How much does a driver make? It all depends. No one knows. That used to be not freedom of information, but it used to be known. Now it's not known anymore. But 5 or 7 or 9 years ago, drivers were making more than they are making now. They have lost, football and
they're small.
I didn't want that. Football and baseball and basketball, they're always increasing in pay. NASCAR did not. But probably, I don't, yeah. Some get part ownership, some get part of the success of the company, some get part, they just get paid whether they win or not. But I would say the top drivers are probably 10 to 15 to $20 million a year. And then the not so top. And that's probably dropped quite a bit. So it might be 5 to 8 million, but they can do other things. Like the sponsors can say, but we'll pull you off and we'll put you on TV. And then you can make that even after you stop driving. So they can, like for Formula One, Lewis Hamilton, I'm sure you've heard of Lewis Hamilton. I think he's the 3rd richest athlete in the world or something. And, he makes like $60 million a year as a driver, but then his contracts are like $370 million. So he makes, 6 times as much money with contracts than with driving. And he's an exception. I mean, he makes a ton of money, but it's a horrible sport. Yeah, to run the team. They need $30 million to run the team, which they would not be making money. I wouldn't even know what to do with that much money. Yeah, they tires are, 4 tires are, $1,700 each. It's $8,500 for tires, and they get 10 sets a race, so that's $85,000 worth of tires. And it's just it's horrible. It's just horrible. And I have a real hate-love relationship with NASCAR, and I think it's going to continue going more hate. But I'm part of it. I don't like to spend. Yeah, 300. And I'm just shooting from the hip. But yeah, but you've seen him, right? Do you know Lewis Hamilton? I'm sure you've seen his commercials. He's the African-American driver for Formula One. And he has dreads and a million tattoos and a bunch of Formula One tried to get him to remove his earrings and stuff, and he was like, F you, and then they made him, and but yeah, that's probably every human in the world knows Lewis Hamilton. 10% of the world knows Kyle Busch. So you've seen him. Lewis Hamilton. That's why he makes $370 million a year. People know him, and what he says goes, and people like him. He's a good guy. His team blocks me, and I used to not like him at all. I'm starting to like him, but that's because he's not winning every race. I haven't seen any of the drivers since before my dad passed, so I don't know who there is anymore. Let me go look. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton is Formula One. That's a different series. That's Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc, and all of them. That's international. That's worldwide. And that's why he makes more money. He's an international, worldwide spokesperson. NASCAR is only in America. So if Google is going to pay someone, $20 million to do their commercials, that's just for America. But if you're being paid by Google to do the entire world, that's $120 million. You're covering much more. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton, I'm assuming everybody in the world has seen 1 or 2 commercials of him. But I used to not like him at all. He won way too many races. I don't like dominations. I don't like domineering. Yeah, no, I've never seen him before. Really? Lewis Hamilton. Wow. Golly, can I have your autograph? I can't believe it. Damn. But you saw the guy with the dreads, and he's small. All drivers are really small. He's I don't know how big he is, probably 5'6" or 5'8", or probably 135 pounds. 125, 135 pounds. So okay, well, yeah, okay, yeah. Now I don't think yeah, no. I want your autograph for sure. Yeah, no, I've never seen him before. Really? Oh, so you're fibbing. LOL. Yeah, I saw him. Were you joking, or did you see a different picture and go, oh, now I know him? From a commercial, right? You've seen him in a commercial. He's got to be worth his money. If they're going to pay him $370 million, you better know him. He's an wait. Oh, okay. So I'm misreading what you meant. So yeah, I did. You saw him. So you did see him, and you don't recognize him. He's an unfamiliar face to me. Wow, really? And that's I'm in all about that. NASCAR. I mean, people can be, you can be out of the. And I know you told me that you used to watch it and you didn't really have drivers, or I forget what you said, but I know your father was really into it, and but you can be out of NASCAR for like 3 or 4 years, and but it's it's fine to not recognize them. It's like, I think I know Tony Stewart, or I might know Dale Jr., or I might know Jeff Gordon, but I don't know Kyle Busch, or whatever, so I mean, there's different ranges, but Lewis Hamilton, woo, I might let them know that he better not be paid $370 if you don't recognize him. That commercial is not working. That commercial. Do you watch TV? Do you have TV, or do you just watch live streaming and stuff? No, I saw him right now, LOL, but I've never seen him before. Wow. Okay, yes, I misread that. Yeah, I saw him. Because I asked so many different questions. You were answering that one question. But so yeah, that's pretty wild. How's got Discord going? I haven't heard a whole bunch going on. So 2 in a month, maybe a month and a week. I need more, but if you know. Wow, is that a screenshot? I'm on your screenshot. Ooh, I'm famous. Come on, Sifa. Is that all your stuff? Holy shit. Holy shit. So yeah, for a few years, I'm not really watched sports, and I look at all my teams now, and I'm like, who are these guys? Hey, by the way, I set up The Athletic yesterday, or I forget if you were here, B. I'm sorry. When I tried to do the media day, and it looked like I couldn't get it unless I signed up for an account. So I did sign up for an account, and it was The Athletic, which I know and love the writer, but I've never joined just because I'm cheap and broke and I don't do that stuff. But I joined. And the first thing, I was stuck on the first screen, and it said, you must pick a team. And do you know what team I picked? I picked the Bruins. I'm like, I don't even effing know hockey, but it was saying I had to pick a team. I was like, I only want NASCAR. Don't tell me I have to pick a team. So I picked Bruins, and then I was able later to add Formula One and motorsports. It should be NASCAR, but it's Formula One and motorsports, and I added those two, and then I think I deleted the Bruins. But I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get notifications about Bruins. Yes, you're in my screenshot. Yeah, woo, and that famous. Sounds like everybody knows about this stuff. Don't do too much bleach, and oh my goodness. The Bruins, yeah, that was my team. I had to pick one. It's like, what the F? I don't have to pick a team. Yes, you're in my screenshot. Yoo-hoo! The Bruins. Yay, that was pretty funny. And that was just because I talked to you like a day or 2 or 3 before that. I was like, I don't know who I want to talk. And I'm, I've lived in Vermont for 20 plus years, but there's a lot of locations in New York and stuff where you're equidistant between Boston and New York. So half the people like the one team, and I could care less about all the teams, but so it's always been like, oh my God, who am I supposed to choose? And I don't go by proximity. I don't really follow sports, but anyway, oh my goodness. So what's this say? Let's see what we got for 14 laps to go. Larson is in first. Busch is gone. Busch in his 19th. Kozlowski is third. Amarillo second. Don't like him. Cindric's fourth. I don't like him. Let me see if I can, let me go off screen. Why does this shit not show what's happening? God damn it. Well, that says live, but I think they mean video. But let me see if I can get a entry list. Why does it say effing fucking 48 of 60 laps? There we go. Okay. I'm a true New Englander all the way, especially when it comes to sports. But I think New England, well, let me think. Okay, New England, of course, you're always closer to Boston than New York. But there's that, my cousin that was in the, in the World Trade Center, he lived in Connecticut, so anyway, there's this border that Boston and New York were the exact same distance. So I'm like, I don't know. I could care less. And that family was super political. I could now go head to head with them, but I wouldn't want to. I don't like to. They get really combative, and I mean, I don't like it at all. But they used to do it a lot, but they do that with sports too. So they were like, the New York Jets or the New York Giants, or and I'm like, fuck, I could care less about any of those things. So, okay, so all right. So present. So 50 laps out of 60. And Liza, let me know, Liza, if you're around, because I will take the risk to show the race. I'll take the risk to show the race. It's a true rivalry, the Boston, New York sports teams. It's so fun to watch. Amen. It's weird. I used to live in Chicago, and, I was in Chicago for like 5 years, and I think the Bulls won 3 of the 5 years, and Michael Jordan opened a restaurant, and it was called Michael Jordan's, and my brother would take us out to dinner all the time, not to there, but we would go there a couple of times. And whichever, I don't recall the details, but I think there's a Chicago and our Boston baseball team that didn't win for like 120 years because of a goat thing put on them, and then spell or whatever, and then they finally won. And those were the times that I was in those cities, and I'm like, why am I in these historic events and I don't really even care? I forget what it was. Did I butcher that? Okay, Liza, in case you're not, okay, 8 laps to go. Oh, Pastrana was involved in a wreck.
Turn left when you see him. So, no, it was a great time. I just
so that's Travis Pastrana.
Unfortunately, hopefully won't be in the care center anymore this week. And even on the truck, we had a flat going around, so already had some drifts. Hopefully, bad luck's out of the way, and we have some fun the rest of the week.
I love it. I don't think I've ever seen a Sunoco sign on a racetrack. Have you, Tony?
Who's leading right now? Austin Cindric, right there.
I love it.
And Kyle Larson, I love.
But it's so impressive to watch how he processes information. I mean, this is a guy, I watched him drive a top fuel dragster at the end of
So
the season.
as you can
last year,
tell,
had
Austin
never even
Cindric
been
and
to a drag
Eric
race, let alone
Almirola keep
sat in a
switching
car.
back and forth
And
between
he
first
learned and picked it up really
place.
quick. He just has the ability to whatever he does.
Austin Cindric is
as much
pretty
as
good.
He just seems like he's hyper and so high energy all the time.
Who's leading
He's
right now?
super
Oh no,
good
is
at
it bad?
processing
Well,
information
he's
of what
out.
He sees,
So
what
we
he
don't like
learns,
him to be
and I
out.
guarantee
That's
what he
for
learned
sure.
today will help him.
But he's
on
in the
Sunday.
race. He's guaranteed to be in the race, which was good.
Eric Almirola,
There's
one
6
car length out in
open
front of
cars
this
that
field.
have to
A driver
qualify
who
by
came
racing.
within a mile
and
of winning the Daytona 500 a few years
The first
ago.
2 were guaranteed.
But he's always
Larson
been strong
won
on these big
a couple
tracks.
years ago. Larson is
And I
controversial.
honestly
He
don't
I
even know
love
what makes
Kyle
him
Larson.
so good, but he is
So,
very good.
I
I think
can't
he's
read
very
this
good at analyzing where to be, when to move. He
So
just
I love
has
Kyle
the
Larson.
patience
He's
to
he
be
drives
good.
for Hendrick.
Well,
He's
you
the
said when to move.
the number
It's time.
5.
6 to go. You see
I
action
keep
picking
forgetting
up on
that
this
the
racetrack.
number, the
Both
first
lines
place
getting
car
way
is
more
on top
aggressive.
there. I keep not reading that. I
It's go
keep reading
time,
everybody
baby.
else. So
Really
Cindric's
thought I'd
number
see
1.
Austin Cindric peel down to the bottom there.
Austin
Just waited
Cindric.
too long.
Well, up
His
top,
father is
Cindric
Tim
and
Cindric,
Todd Gilliland,
who
both
is
of
the
them were
number
rookies
2
last
person
year.
at
I think he
Penske.
likes that push.
So
Todd
he's
Gilliland
kind of a
is really
silver
on his
spoon
back
kind of
bumper
guy. He's not super
Smooth
great,
pushes, you
but
see
he's
that
okay.
outside
He
line.
won this last year, by the way. And then Eric
I think Austin
Almirola,
Cindric's in
I
a
don't
good
like
spot.
at all. His wife was a biatch, and he's not that good, but he always seems to be in front and then he wrecks. But Kyle Larson is that number 5, the
12-car
blue
lead
number
draft.
5 on the inside
2 by
there,
2, 6 rows
behind
deep.
Big
5 to go.
Amarillo.
4x4.
And Gilliland's a
on each
no-namer.
other's
Number
bumper.
3, the red car, the 38 there, is
Is this what we're going to see on Sunday?
Yes,
Kozlowski.
love it
Come
too.
on, go Kozlowski. I'd
And
love
it's
to see
always-
Kozlowski
this
win.
place is magical because of these moments. It breeds these moments at the end of these races. Doesn't matter how long they ride around. Eventually
4
they're
laps
gonna
to go.
find one
I
another,
might,
and that's when that pay window opens up.
Cindric and Gilliland, the 2 youngsters up top.
I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble,
1,
but I'm
2.
going to just keep watching.
Almirola working his way
I'm going to
back.
get to the
Cindric's
end.
going to have a decision on his hands. He
Um,
stayed up.
He's made it though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's
Eventually, I
happy.
think he's going to have to get down there, make that block, but I don't think it's time yet.
I think he's just really happy with his partner right now. I think he's real comfortable with Todd behind him, and I've been watching him when we get the head on down the backstretch. He pushes really straight. He's very
Don't get up
square
too
and
far.
centered behind the car.
Now, how far out ahead can you get?
I didn't like that. It
Yep.
started to make me nervous. Move down.
Gilliland,
Got
number 2.
Got that dancing partner down with him. There
He's
was
an
that
underdog.
opportunity.
Come on, underdog.
Chevy's
Go
on the
Gilliland.
outside. Corey LaJoie, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez. Ford's on the bottom.
I think that's what dictated his move.
Oh, there's
He got out
Suarez, the
far enough
purple.
with that big push of Todd
Everybody
Gilliland.
loves
And that
purple.
enabled both of them to get down. Lining up
Jones
those
is 7th,
fours,
but it
look
looks
out.
like he's,
Big block.
yeah, he's probably 7th.
That was quick.
On the outside, the purple there, right there,
Look
the
out,
purple
hold on,
behind the
yikes.
Napa. That's Suarez from Mexico. So Gilliland's
Hamlin
red,
looking
he's
for 3
first.
wide.
Amarillo's black
That's
and
not
white
gonna
or
work.
something.
Not this
White,
time.
I think.
Bailed on his Sansa partner. Made that block on the outside. Got himself in trouble.
Kyle Larson,
Wishing he didn't make that
third
move.
one on the inside. If he
2
gets past that
laps
4th
to go.
car,
Can
he's
he
going to
get
go
back
to the
there and get another
outside there.
shot? It's 2 cars fast.
Let's hope he gets past 2.
Todd
There he goes.
Gilliland.
If he gets past,
His
come
granddad
on,
was a
5.
champion of Winston West. His dad had been a pole sitter
2
here for
laps
the
to
Daytona
go.
500. Second-year driver
I don't know where the finish line is.
with a shot to win his qualifying race for the and we're in a second-row spot in the 500.
Corey LaJoie with a big push to Austin Cindric on the outside.
Come on, Kyle. I want Larson and Kozlowski. Gilliland would
think
be nice.
Amarola
He's
is
an
chance.
underdog. I like underdogs.
He's looking in the mirror, listening for them. Move up. There it is.
Oh, fuck
That's exactly
Amarillo.
what I thought he was going
Dump
to do.
him.
White flag.
Didn't have
One
the
lap
help.
to go.
Here it is. One
Sponsored
lap
by
to
Brett
go.
Lundberg.
He made the move, but the momentum wasn't quite there yet.
There wasn't
I think
the
that's a
energy
right
to follow.
move, but the energy wasn't quite developed.
No, they're jockeying, so they might wreck.
2 Fords on the
There's a lot
outside.
of
Ford
jockeying
Chevy on
there.
the bottom, and Gilliland got loose.
Oh,
And from
shit.
Larson.
Kyle Larson better go give him a hug and a kiss on the cheek after this. That saved his front row stop.
This
That
is
was
Everybody
awesome.
gets squared away.
This isn't over yet.
No.
Eric.
Almirola
I don't
way
like
out in
Eric.
front of
He's a
Cindric,
jerk.
who's going to have a chance here.
Need his
This
back
was
up.
supposed to be his last
he
year.
take
right?
Toronto,
Last
yes,
year was
I think
his
he is
last
right
year.
now.
But they hired him back.
I think he just stays in the gas. You don't really have a choice. You can't take a chance on trying to back up to him at this point.
Off turn 4 to the line. Almirola making bacon. How about that?
Almirola, Cendric, Elliott, Kozlowski.
That saved him and a whole lot of other
like
cars.
the top 3.
Wow. Incredible save for Gilliland, who ends up 7th, while Almirola gets his 2nd career dual win.
How about Connor Daly? Literally
that was
said
close.
last time,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Chance. And I agree with you. Unbelievable. Got you, boys.
The Floyd Mayweather money team has done it. They're in the
I'm
Daytona
here for
500.
it. Fingers crossed. Don't get in trouble.
The old saying,
Yeah,
chip on
sneaking
a
in there.
chair.
Yeah, 5 almost. If he
And a
just moved a
heartbreak
little more,
for
5
Austin
could have
Hill.
gone on
Doing
the outside.
everything
Which
he
they're
had
all
to
trying to
make
do
this
that.
Daytona 500.
You know, they have
Just wasn't his
teammates
night.
and car manufacturer
Eric
mates.
Almirola had ordered
And,
the
you know, they have
rocking-
so many different alliances, but when you get to the end, you have no alliances. So it's tricky. You need someone to push you. If you're going to win, you need someone to push you. But if you're pushing someone, you want to push them, and then when they get off of your front, you want to loop around them. So it's tough. It's tough. You need friends for the whole race, and then you don't want any friends at the end. So it's weird. Oh, damn. Whew. Well, thanks for that was neat, Beef Survivor. I don't think I've shared a race, any portion of a race, in probably 10 years on TV. You know, like I don't know. I'm sure there's exceptions to every rule, every statement I make, but that didn't feel real common to me. So thank you for being here, and thank you for watching it. And I appreciate you having questions and caring. So, so that's the second duel, and it's done. That was fun. Reminds me of my dad. Well, thanks. I'm glad you had fun. It's kind of neat. I mean, Daytona is an animal to itself, except, you know, Daytona and Talladega, and now they redesigned. There used to always be 2 super speedways, and they were really unique, and anybody can wear in them. And 95% of the time, the winner passed on the last lap. But then they changed Atlanta Motor Speedway, and so that's kind of it's puny. It's not a super speedway length, but because of the changes, it acts just like one. So now there's 3 tracks that anybody can win, and they can pass on the last lap, and blah 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 blah. And there can be the big one, you know. And there will be this coming Sunday. There will be the big one. There is always the big one, and that's what they call the really big wreck. You know, when there's 40 cars, you know, probably 25 or 22 or so will finish the race. So most of them wreck, or almost, you know, just about half of them wreck. Now 5 or 7 of them wreck on the last lap. So it has like 27 of 40 going for that last lap, and then 5 wrecks, so 22 finish. So but anyway, the big one always happens, and so everybody's like, when's the big one going to happen? So in recent years, it hasn't been so clear. There would be like a mini big one, and then a kind of big one, but so Sunday there will be the big one, and you know, 8 or 10 out of the 40 will wreck in one wreck. I mean, cars are always wrecking during the Daytona, but I mean wreck so that they can't continue the race. And these days, these cars, you know, last year was the new year for this car, so this is the second year for the new car. And it can take huge amounts of abuse, huge amounts, which was not true the previous car. You know, you would get nicked by someone's tire, and you would get a flat. You would blow your tire, and, you know, I mean, you get touched and you're out of the race. And this, you can just get banged around and they're like, oh, wow. So, right. Amen. So anyway, it's the big one will be kind of interesting. Anyway, this is the second race. For some reason, I have this hankering for a pizza. I have a frozen pizza, so I think I might throw it in the fridge or in the oven. But so that's kind of good luck, B. Good luck with your hair dyeing stuff. I think that was really exciting that you and Sifa and Liza knew a lot about the topic and were sharing different things, and that was really cool. But yeah, good luck with that. LOL, pizza. Yeah, I mean, I don't eat pizza very often, and I never, I only eat food stamps. I don't eat Pizza Hut or, I don't eat delivered pizza. I don't eat food stamps pizza. So I have to buy it on sale and stuff. So I get it and then I'm throw it in the freezer and then forget about it. So it's been there for a while, but it's one of those huge, I think it's called Mike's. The brand is Mike's. And it's like everything's homemade and real and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wow. But it's like $5.99 for this. It's huge. And I'll probably have to cut it in half. I don't think it fits on the sheet. I like soft crust, so I put it on a sheet instead of on the right in the oven to make it keep it soft or whatever the instruction says. And anyway, I have to remember it wasn't Sifa that said B's bringing the pizza. It was Discord that said B was bringing the pizza. LOL. Thanks. It'll be like a week and then at least a few days to complete. So it'll be a little while for the finished product. LOL. Now, I think your first comment was that your husband will help you do it. Is that what you said? That's I mean, I would be a willing partner. I just wouldn't know how to do it or what to do. And I'd be scared shitless because it does seem like it's a science, that things have to be 17 seconds instead of 19 seconds. So I'd be nervous as all get out. Damn Discord bot asking for pizza. And maybe that was just a one-shot thing. Now, I've only invited the three of y'all to Discord. Now, there are a couple people. Now, I kind of like Shay, and Shay is the villain with I kind of like Shay, but I don't know her. Yes, and need help with the back of my head. Oh, wow. That's cool that and like I said, I'd be a willing partner, but I'd be like, do I need gloves? And is my skin gonna burn? And is your skin gonna burn? And boy, it would be doggy. That's really neat that he's gonna help you. So in like a week and then a few days to complete. That's cool. Blonde. So if you were on a panel right this second, I would just say you can take over while I heat up the oven and stuff. But let me see if I have the results. So I'll show the results. Yes, yes, and yes. So there's the results. Eric Amarola won. Austin Cindric second. Chase Elliott third. Brad Kozlowski fourth. Corey LaJoy, that's a no name. That's a long shot. Fifth. Sixth, Kyle Larson. I hope he wins. So oh, that he's terrified? I think you probably meant all that. So, okay. So I'm going to turn on the oven at least. And then maybe even do the, oh, you can't see me. Anyway, I will I'm going to be back. And so, yeah, let me just turn on the oven and stuff. Hey, so I'm about halfway done of getting it in the, let me see here. Hey, okie dokie, Joe. So yeah, hang out with, I'm about halfway done or thereabouts. So whatever time that took, I'm going to do about the same amount to get it actually into the oven. Okay. So thank you. Ricky. Hey, I'm back. Hope that wasn't too long. Totally fine. Thank you. So yeah, I'm back. It's in the it's in the oven. I put all the stuff on it. It says 14 to 18 minutes, but add 2 minutes if you put it in a pan, but I always overcook it, so I wanted to undercook it, so it's probably at about 12 minutes anyway. I always get messed up with that kind of stuff. But let's see here. Remove from screen. Stop. Okay. Anyway, have you looked at no, not at all. Welcome back. Well, thanks, Bee Survivor. Have you looked around Discord? Have you seen and I don't know, I was invited like for Agenda Free TV, and I think for Brittany, at least initially, you could just ask to be invited, and then you're invited. And so I was invited to both of them, and then I got on their stuff. But so I don't know, before you get invited, if you can look around and see everybody all over the place. So I don't know what else you can see on Discord. If you can see Agenda Free TV, which I love, like I said, but you don't have to do anything with him. Okay. So, wow, 3 hours. Holy poop. I'm afraid to click on anyone's page because I don't know what it might do. LOL. But I've been checking the app itself out. Cool. Same thing. I don't know how Discord works. Now, I think Audio Lounge is new, and I just clicked in the Brittany's, and there was like 10 of us. And as soon as you click in, it showed me with my speaker off. You know, you had to click it on to talk. You couldn't just mistakenly start talking and be in the middle of, so, but it felt a little uncomfortable. That's pretty intimate, 10 people. I'm like, fuck, what am I doing here? And it took me forever to leave. I couldn't figure out how to leave it. And, so I searched on YouTube and I was trying to figure out how to leave this thing while I'm in it. And I'm like, get me out of here. And that's for Brittany. Brittany should be, dozens, if not hundreds of people. It should be, although it appears that something is happening for sure. For sure. It appears that there is upheaval going on for sure. But so anyway, like I said, I haven't invited anybody but the three of y'all so far, and Liza hasn't, as far as I know, she hasn't gotten over to Discord yet. But one of the controversial people, Shay Shay, I kind of like. I don't know her, but I kind of like her. So I almost invited her. I was like, yeah, I want to see what happens when you invite someone. Like how they can. But I was trying to do that with you and Sifa, and I still don't know how you ended up there. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Be Survivor. Take all the time you need. Thank you for watching my screen while I was away. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how people come and go. And, yeah, I don't know how. Well, I haven't successfully got Sifa there yet. So it seems like sometimes. Valley. Whew, okay. Yeah, sure. Sorry, my husband's talking to me. Just give me a minute. Yeah, take your time. I'm kind of winding down. You know, it's 3 hours, 10 minutes. And I want to, focus on the pizza. I don't want to burn it, and I want to eat it while it's hot because I don't eat hot food. And so yeah, I mean that's fine. I want to but yeah, thanks for I'm glad we got through those 2 duels. I probably need to learn a little bit more about how to share and what I can share and all that stuff. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. No problem. I'm glad. Yeah, thank you for. But like I said, I think I'm winding down. I don't want to burn the pizza. I want to eat it while it's hot because I don't eat hot food. So I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, and this, I think it's time for me to rejuvenate. And I think earlier today it was 54 degrees. That might help. Yeah, for sure. So, but anyway, Be Survivor, thank you for everything today. I'm glad we could figure out Discord, and thank you for checking out the audio thing. And I'm glad I figured out that I had to put you on speakerphone so I could hear you. It was really hard hearing you. And usually, when you're saying, can you turn it up? You usually know it's some problem at your end. It's not their end, so. That's okay. Got pizza is the best. Hot pizza is the best. Yeah, and I like cold pizza too, but since I don't eat, anyway, I don't eat hot food is especially pretty important to me. So, but anyway, yeah, I do believe Discord, is available at all hours, is open 24/7. I think Sifa said that, maybe not. But he said something about 24/7. But so yeah, I think you can come and go in my server and just talk. Like you and Sifa could go there and talk every day for hours without me ever showing up. So I think it's open, it's available. So anyway, okay, I'm going to head out. B, thank you. Have a good night. Good luck with your hair and the blonde me in a week plus a couple days and all that stuff. And yeah, that's so cool. And thank you for watching the last part of that race. That was, it's been years since I've shared that with someone. So that was cool. And all that. Oh, sweet. Discord is so cool. Yeah, I think it's just open. It's available. It's just, the audio too. Now, I don't think the audio records anything. So when I step into the room and I talk to myself and then no one shows up and then I leave, I think that was a void. It's just a big, it's a vacuum. There's nothing there. But again, I think you and Sifa can go, and Sifa won't be doing it, but y'all can talk. That's my understanding. I don't know. And y'all can test it. I don't care how much you test it. You're welcome to test it all you want. So, oh, sweet. Discord is so cool. Now, if you need to invite people, I can invite them. That's my buzz. I don't want the pizza to burn. Let me look at it real quick. All right. Cool. So have a good night, says B Survivor. Yeah, I burnt my pizza, but that's all right. I'll figure out how to eat it. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the 3 people. Thank you to Facebook profile, Facebook page, LinkedIn profile, YouTube, no descriptor, Twitch, no descriptor, Twitter, no descriptor, except you're my largest platform. And so that'll be it. So thank you very much. I'm going to hit end broadcast. I got to hit it twice. So in 3, 2, 1, I hit the first one, and now I'm going to hit it again. So thank you. Take care. Be Survivor. End broadcast.